Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you, Max, so much for the subscribe there for 38 months. Wow. 14-month streak. Who knew you were a streaker? And I appreciate that all the way from work. I'm sure you're at work today. Today's Thursday? No, you're not off today, are you? Okay, yeah. Day off.
So let's get this
There you
thing
go.
started. Time is money, friend.
So we're just looking at this flyer GMV. Thank you. The dog's disappointed now. The dog wanted me to to let him bring the beer. It's Mountain Dew, but close enough. We're training him. So I'm just looking at this thing going, I wonder which one of these is going to be better for killing helicopters. So the minigun, which has a range of 800, the autocannon, which has a range of 1,000. I think that was what we determined, because that does 2.2 points of damage per bullet. This one only does 1. Grenade launcher, and it's a Mark 47, so it'll shoot down helicopters. That does 2. So the autocannon does just a little bit more damage than the grenade launcher. But the grenade launcher goes dut, 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 fires like 4 rounds, and then it reloads. And it takes 10 to 15 seconds to reload. Even though it says the magazine size is 48. Not quite sure how that works. But this is saying this particular minigun does cluster damage. Damage is spread evenly over the effective area, over the area of effect. I need to test this out. This 50 cal minigun. Looks like a 3-barrel. Yeah, it does. Looks like a 3-barrel. 3-barrel 50 cal minigun on a Humvee. I think I need to test this out. So let's go to my army builder. My nuke is not SOG. We'll do this one, a striker SOG test, and we'll duplicate it. There we go. And then adjust this one. So let's see, we've got, this is a flyer. So this is the 50 cal, or this is the autocannon. So let's change this to the minigun. I wish I could compare them side by side, but I can't. So we will save that as a striker SOG test. Let's go to the editor. I think I got rid of my helicopter that was sitting there. So let's go edit the scenario first. So this is one of the things that if you're playing this game, you definitely need to do, is learn what your units can do and what your units cannot do. So when you see that situation, you can definitely decide what units to use. All right, so there's my snipers. I got rid of the helicopters. All right, that's fine. That's fine. So I think what we'll do, yeah, well, you know, you're old, for one. All right, so let's put the helicopter right in here. So I need to add a unit, new unit. I want a Russian, oh, I don't know. Let's just say Russian helicopters. So they all have, well, that one's got 15 health and 30 armor. So let's look at the most armored one. Here's one with 30 armor. 30 armor and 20 health. Alright. So that looked like the most armored one. 30 armor. That's 15 health, 30 armor. Where was that 30 armor? 30 armor and 15 health. 30 and 15. I thought there was a 30. 30 and 15. So I guess 30 and 15 is the max. Health and damage. Pro Gamer! Well, your Apaches are armored around the pilot and co-pilot. And that, you know, that's the kind of the same way with these. These are just kind of Apache knockoffs. But I was just looking at, I thought there was I guess 30 and 15's the max. Bob! Alright, let's put this guy here. Grab him. Face him this way. Knockoffs. Yes! You know, being that I was in the military, and I was in the Navy, I got to see a lot of aircraft and ships, and especially Soviet. And you'd be surprised the planes and the ships that were very close to us. Hold on one sec. All right, sorry about that. All right, so I did see a lot of knockoffs. A lot of planes and ships that looked just like ours. You know, here, let me show you. So this is a, I think this is more of an Apache. Whoop, new unit, American helicopter. Where's my Apache? All right, so if you look, you know, side by side, they're very similar. Very similar indeed. I mean, you know, right down from the engines are on both sides, right behind the pilot and co-pilot. Oh, look, the engines are right beside on the pilot and co-pilot. They got wing mounts that come out, the front end, pilot, co-pilot, pilot, co-pilot. Well, I mean, yeah, they're helicopters, so, you know, there's not a lot of room for variations in helicopters.
No,
but
never give up.
Never surrender.
Never surrender.
I forgot I have my soundboard on. Let me change it to, there we go. Still had it set from Starship Troopers yesterday. So when I hit my delete button, that's the hotkey for never give up. So what we're doing is we're testing this truck to see how well it does against a helicopter. I need to put this helicopter in the air. Let's give it a height of 20. So I don't think that's quite over the trees yet. It might be. So I want to try to get the vehicle into these trees before. And that's right by that town. Yeah. All right. So now let's put a unit. For you're talking about in the game, or are you talking in real life? Because in real life, each unit has, has its own, why is that only, oh, vehicles. It's going to be recon. There we go. There's going to be variations on it. So we want a flyer. Let's put a flyer there. Yeah. So in the game, for game mechanics wise, yes. I think they should limit it. But in the real world, there's specific. All right, I want to try the 50 first. Well, but in the real world, that could be. Like say you take something against a tank, okay? Now, against a specific tank. And then you got another tank that's got a little more armor, a little bit better defense system, something like that. So that same vehicle is good against a regular tank with regular armor, but then against an up-armored tank and reactive armor, it may not be as good. Versus another something that is good versus reactive armor. I mean, if that was the case, we wouldn't need multiple units. We just need, one type of soldier, one type of truck, one type of helicopter, one type of plane. The plane could do everything, but each thing has its own utility, basically. So, and I think that's a good thing, it gives variation. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think if we could just all learn to get along, as somebody once said, we wouldn't have the use for any of it. Yeah, no, that's totally cool. But in the real world, we don't act like that. We're all humans. We all live on this one planet. I've talked to and listened to several astronauts who've gone up into space and gone out of our atmosphere, out of our range, like going to the moon, and looked back and went, when you look at the planet as a whole, you don't see the borders, you don't see the territories, you don't see the tribes of this people and that people. You just see a blue ball, a blue planet, makes you rethink what humanity is really about. We're still tribal. We're still primitive. We still have primitive thoughts. When we can't, we let people get us riled up for no reason at all. Look at the politics today. Look at global politics. Oh, well, yeah, but what's the difference? There's still people that are in North Korea. There's still people that are in South Korea. But their attitudes are different. Oh, yeah, because North Korea doesn't have any power. They don't have enough money for power at night. So, yeah, no, you can see certain things like that. You can definitely see things like that, but that doesn't mean we're all different. And you can't see it from as far away as the moon. You still can't see the difference between North and South Korea. It depends on how far out you are. Because once you get out far enough, you'll see the lights, but you can't tell the borders. So all I'm saying is that it doesn't have to be this way. We choose it to be this way because we're still a very primitive species. We're all about, we're a species that's still all about survival. Really. We really are. We're still all about survival. All right, let's see how this does. Shit. Okay. So he could see it. So I need to lower his height drastically. Oh. Where'd it go? Oh. I need to lower its height. Which is fine. All right. Let's exit. Turn the menu. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if that was going to be too high or not. It's hard to see line of sight in the editor. They don't have a line of sight tool, as far as I know, like they do in the game. So, but there's literally, gaming is proving that there is no difference between me and somebody overseas. My Americans friends and gamers versus Russian gamers and friends. Except for the fact that we allow us to have borders. And now, you also have to have, 10 feet maybe? That's half the distance. Let's see. All right, that looks like it's below the treetops. And this doesn't look, I got it here, but I can't, unless they can see through the trees. Let's move him a little further away. Let's move him over here. I can drive there. Let's do this. And I need to, my global hawk right there. Put the global hawk there. Circling there. All right. I don't know. I just get frustrated with people. And I think what it is, it's the older you get. It's the older you get when you realize, when I was young, I was invincible. Just like everybody else. I didn't think I was going to die right away. I didn't think any of that stuff. Now that I get older, I know the time's coming. It's coming closer and closer. Each day, each year, each month, each week, it gets closer. I know it's going to happen. All right, eventually. Hopefully later than sooner. But it is going to happen. So I get more practical in my thinking. Where before I wouldn't have hesitated to defend my house, my materials, my property. I'll still defend my family. But, with lethal force. Now I'm not too sure. I'm like, is my car, somebody stealing my car, is it worth taking their life? Not really, in my opinion now. Used to be, because we have that tribal mentality. We have that mentality that this is my stuff, you don't touch my stuff. This is my area, this is my house. This is mine, right? All right, okay. So they don't see us.
Troop transport reporting in.
All right, let's see how this works.
Looking for enemy contact.
Oh, shit. Okay, so he saw me. All right, so that 20 is still not low enough. I think he raised up, though. So, how am I going to do this? I could put him up here and be hiding down here. Okay. I'll put him up on this plateau, and I'll put me down here, and then I'll come through the trees at him. Let's do that. Setting up the perfect scenario. I mean, you guys tell me. What do you guys think? I mean, you guys, some of you guys are pretty young that's watching me. Mac, not so much. But he's probably back at work, so he's probably not watching anymore. But Bob, you're kind of mid-range. You know, what do you guys think? What do you think the world should be like? See, I'm still thinking the whole Star Trek, you know, money's gone away, all our needs are gone away, food is always available, so it doesn't become survival anymore, right? Because I think that's half the problem, is that everything becomes about survival. Oop. All right, so we're going to put the helicopter right there. Yeah, let's put it right in this field. And then we're going to take this and we're going to move it to here. And then we'll drive up this little ridge through the trees and see how close we can get. Okay, save that. All right, now what I'm doing is I'm testing out the 50 cal. So I normally have these flyers that have the, is this the flyer? Yeah. So normally the flyer has the autocannon. And that seemed to do pretty good. But I saw this minigun, and I was like, man, it's 10 less. Is the 50 cal minigun the same as the autocannon? So that's what we're testing. Just so you guys know. So you can see what we're doing here. Then we'll get on with the campaign. Captain Jimbot TV. Thank you so much for the bananas. I love it. Yes, sir. Eat bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. That's how I know how to spell bananas. I sing that song when I'm typing. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. I am dead serious, too, guys. I am dead serious. Bananas is one of those... It's one of those words, right? That you're like... How many N's in bananas? Oh, what are you playing there?
Look, he's struggling to land.
Do you see Battlefield 6 is out? Or I should say the demo for it. Oh, nice crash. Oh, nice landing on the helicopter.
How did I just survive? That's a perfect landing, right?
Is that like Squad or Ghost something?
Acknowledge me!
Missouri! Arma. Yeah, Armor Reforger. Yeah. What's the other one? There's like one, something Ghost something. Not Ghost Recon. It's like Armor Reforger. I've been watching a few people play Arma. Trying to fly on the Xbox.
Armor transport.
Yeah, I was watching Ben the Badass this morning playing Battlefield 6. Now, he was doing just ground combat, and it looked pretty damn good, to be honest. All right, I'm going to put him right there.
Next waypoint received.
Oh, shit, I'm not going to see this guy till I come out of the trees.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
Okay, so it only did about half damage before it killed me. All right, so now let's go back and bring in that autocannon and see what happens. Are you going to play the Battlefield 6 demo? Yeah, like I said, I've been watching Ben. He was playing it this morning, but then he had to go do some Dune stuff. As soon as he did the Dune stuff, I tuned him out. Well, he went to go do Dune stuff, and they had an update, and it wouldn't run. There was what do they call it? The terms of service. The terms of service would not let you accept it. So he couldn't get the game to run. All right, so now let's go to the autocannon, which is what I normally use with these guys. Save it. Where's save? Right there. And quit. I need to change that message too for the cheer bits, because now there's a bunch of Giphy girls, not just one. There's like I think there's 5 of your dollar Giphy girls. Kazuri. Oh, that wasn't you. That wasn't you doing that. That was somebody else. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Let me bring my test bed back up. Play. Because I tested this one out before. Not against this helicopter, though. I didn't really look at the helicopter stats. So I don't remember if I had, like, the most armored and the most hit point helicopter there was. So I'm looking at these units now at a different light, because if they can take out helicopters, when I send infantry in, so that's what happens is I go to take a spot and I bring infantry in, and then they bring helicopters in, and my infantry can't battle the helicopters. The helicopters wipe them out. So now if I could have infantry vehicles that drop off the infantry that can take out the helicopters, it makes it more viable. All right.
Troop transport ready. Copy that. Looking for targets.
All right, so now this is the auto cannon. And it should automatically start shooting as soon as it sees it. There we go. So, by the time the helicopter turns and sees what's shooting at it, and notices it in the trees, it's dead. So now, let's turn the helicopter and face the direction this is coming from, and see if that makes a difference. I don't think it should. This is what I like about this game. I can go in and test the mechanics. I mean, that's just amazing that you can do stuff like that. Where a lot of these games, the only way you're testing units or testing anything is trial by fire. And it's like, oh, well, I shouldn't have taken those Humvees up against that type of infantry, or I shouldn't have taken, my helicopter's up against that kind of tank because it's got anti-helicopter stuff. All right, so let's take this one. Oop, and right-click and face it towards the trees. All right. Save that and quit. We'll try to get this done before the incoming ad break, which is in 4 minutes, guys. If you don't want ad breaks, this is the way you do it. You subscribe to Captain Adonis for $5.99. It's less than a cup of coffee at your local coffee hut. And then you get 30 days of pleasure instead of just that first morning sip of pleasure. And SiriBot's doing its job. Banning spammers. I love it. Could you be proud of that job? So what do you do? You know, you're taking your girlfriend to meet your parents for the first time, or her parents, and her parents go, "So what do you do?" "Oh, well, I scam people online for a living." Right?
Troop transport, standing by.
Because they know that what they're doing. They know what they're doing is wrong. All right, let's see if this makes a difference. Okay, he's getting ready to shoot. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah. So facing, now, he got him down to 7/8 damage. 7/8 of that helicopter is destroyed. So facing of the helicopter is very important. So that's what I wanted to know. That's awesome. All right. And then just because we can do a thing, what do we got for air assets? Oh yes, the mother of all bombs, the MOP. These are 3,000-pound bombs, guys. 3,000-pounders.
Flight plan updated.
We're going to drop 2 of them.
Stealth bomber, mission ready.
We're going to go one here and one here.
Let's drop some fireworks.
And let's see how many we can take out.
All things shall be revealed.
Here comes the stealth bomber. Two 3,000-pound bombs. 1 and 2. The explosions are cool as shit. The dirt flying up. The after explosions. So it looks like I only eliminated 2 tanks out of all that. I did do some damage, but look at those craters. It's funny that I took out this tank and this tank. Now, they're identical tanks. They're all the same. All of these are T-90s. But this one and this one didn't get taken out. What were the odds that those 2 got taken out? I mean, this one's just as far from the explosion as this one is. This one's just as close or far to the explosion that one was. All right, what other... Oh, still got him in the air.
Standing by.
What other assets I got? That's got harms. That's my anti-aircraft. I mean, the Ghost Riders, guys, the Ghost Riders are freaking awesome. Let's just bring in 2 of them. I bet you with 2 of them, it mops up.
Gunship ready to strike.
It mops up everything
You're
here.
heading set.
You watch. It's just going to decimate these tanks. The AC-30 130 gunship is one of my favorite assets to bring in, especially if I got like a bunch of infantry or tanks in an area. Because all I got to do is click on them and then say, here, attack this target right there. And they come in and they just mop up. And I got 2 of them coming in. So they got 16 Hellfires. They got 20 Griffin missiles. That's between the 2 of them. Each, you know, there's 8 and 10. And they just circle around. They just circle around and boom, 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 boom. They're still not out of missiles yet. Four Hellfires left. They mopped up everything. Oh, they're even taking some infantry out over here. Now, they're out of Hellfires and they're out of Griffins, but they still have a lot of 105 and a lot of Bushmaster chain guns. So I could come over here and just have them circle here. And then they're just gonna... There we go. God, could you imagine that happening? You're caught out in the open field and 2 C-130 gunships out of nowhere. Yeah.
Drone is online.
I think there's even more. I think there's even more infantry in these. Yeah. I just didn't have the right recon. Now these are the toughest infantry they have. Right here. I mean, it takes a bit.
Gunship here, ready to strike.
I mean, as long as they're in the air, they'll keep shooting 105s and Bushmaster 2s. Now, you can also set these up with the 6-barreled Gatling machine guns, which do more damage against infantry. But I think the Bushmaster does just fine. But I mainly use my AC-130s for anti-armor. Not too concerned about anti-infantry because typically I have these killer eggs. Let me just show you how devastating these killer eggs are. Let's go ahead and put... So I bring in 4 killer eggs at a time. They're 35 points. That's 140 points. For 4 of them. I mean, that's the price of 1 of my M10 Bookers. That's 145 points. So I can bring in 3 of these guys. Let me go ahead and send these guys back.
RGB.
Here come my 4 helicopters.
Killer egg awaiting mission.
So we're gonna mount them up right here. This is what I like to do. Get them set up. Get them all together. There we go.
Heading there. Flying there now.
And then we're just going to set them up to come in here. We're going to attack. They're going to move and attack. As soon as they see something, they'll stop and they'll shoot. So, but they're going to move to this area and attack. So each one of them, each helicopter has 2 50 cals and 2 7.62 cal miniguns on them. Now, if I take all 4 and concentrate on 1 unit,
Target lock. Engaging.
Let them all reload here. Okay, let's pick this target. This one doesn't have any damage.
Target received. Engaging.
All 4 of them at the same time. Concentrated on one infantry unit. In a building which is 50% more cover.
Initiating attack. Engaging.
They got a little too close. Oh, they got a little too close. They got too close and it took them out. What happened to my truck? Oh, it got taken out. That was right. That was the end of that scenario. All right. So now we're going to go on to the campaign. I tested out what I wanted to test out. Not a big deal. Just something minor. I just wanted to know for sure that that's what it was doing. So this is our 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I think this is my 4th attempt at this mission. I've completed it. There's 2 ways to complete this mission. One, you can nuke the dam and then flood the valley, and the other one is to destroy the headquarters before they nuke the dam, which I've gotten really close 3 of the 4 times. I just got to the headquarters as they blew the dam. So now I need to move a little faster. I'm not one of those people that when I play a game like this, I like to I'm going to skip this.
Counselor,
If you guys haven't seen
you
this,
and your
you can
men ready? Always, sir.
you can watch one of my later streams, because I do play it fully through on all of them, except this one. I just want to get into this one and get it done. I want to see what the end credit scenes are like for this particular win of this mission.
Counselor Miller, the situation is critical. The remaining Lithuanian forces are under heavy attack and require our immediate assistance.
There is nothing we can do for them. You would only be delaying the inevitable. We need to focus on the dam.
Commander, you advance toward the dam. I'll cover your flank and assist the Lithuanians.
The Green Line team carrying the nuclear device should arrive at any moment. Progress toward the dam. We'll divert enemy attention to give them a clear route.
I refuse to use the Lithuanians as a meat shield just to save a few of our own.
Oh, I fucked that up. God damn it. So I can't pick up this cargo. Alright, so I'm going to start over. I thought I could pick that one up. I could pick the other 2 up, but I couldn't pick that one up. So that's fine. I need that supplies in order to resupply my guys when they get shot. So we're just going to do a quick reset.
Captain, are you and your men ready?
Yes, we are. I gave up on editing a while ago when I started streaming. I used to make YouTube videos and that's all I did. And I didn't stream. And then one of my buddies over at Mahula Family looked at me and went, why don't you just stream and upload your streams to YouTube instead of making YouTube videos? Because I would spend days
Councilor Miller,
doing
the situation
videos.
is critical. The remaining Lithuanian forces are
And
under heavy
I would do
attack
them
and
in
require our
pieces.
immediate
So I would
assistance.
play a whole game.
There is nothing we can do for them. You would only be delaying the inevitable. We need to focus on the dam.
Commander, you advance toward the dam.
Already
I'll
there.
cover your flank and assist the Lithuanians.
The Green Light team carrying the nuclear device should arrive at any moment.
And then put them out, one day, then the next day, and the next day. And it was getting really
Use
monotonous.
the Lithuanians as a meat shield just to save a few of our own.
Approaching for pickup.
So what happens is these planes come in and they wipe out this particular one.
Big road.
But I need these. Okay, and then these guys I can unload. Actually, unload them over here.
Everybody.
And then we're going to bring in the 2 shore rads.
Copy. Relocating. Roger. Moving the next waypoint.
These 2 strikers.
Moving there now.
This striker.
Moving out. Roger.
Alright, and then
Scouts at your orders, sir.
send those guys back.
Combat vehicle ready.
Alright, so these strikers
Combat vehicle standing by.
and these javelins.
Go ahead.
And the shore rads will stay back. That'll be group 1. And then
Heavy
make,
transport here. Send traffic.
yeah, just leave him. So group 1.
Standing by. Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Roger. Moving out.
Okay, we don't have quite the range on those guys. Oh yeah, we do. Well, I like that. Just shoot them from afar.
Search and destroy. Combat patrol underway.
That almost took him out.
Solid copy. Advance and report. Sweeping area. Roger. We're on the move. Pedal to the metal.
I think all I got to do is send the one guy up.
Combat vehicle at your command, sir.
I'm going to send these guys back
Moving
here.
there now.
Look,
Recon
Commander!
vehicle.
There we
Friendly
go.
forces are
Over.
arriving from the west!
This is General Bennett to
Pedal
all
to the
friendly
metal.
forces. Watch your fire.
Moving out.
We're arriving from Clypeta. Do you copy?
Roger. Moving out.
General, thank God you're here!
I was worried I'd missed the fight. I hauled USMC
Let's
armor
go,
all the
man.
way from Clypeta, moving at a forced pace to catch up.
Air
Link up
defense,
with me.
standing by.
Together, we have a chance to stop this assault.
Negative, General. Maintain your
Armored
position.
transport,
Stay
ready.
away from the river. We are going to
Copy.
blow up the dam
Relocating.
and drown the whole valley, Russians
Roger,
included.
here, send traffic.
You realize half this city lies in that valley, don't you?
Believe me, if there were another credible alternative, I would
vehicle
take
is
it.
good to
And
go.
a few more of our tanks won't change the situation.
All right, let me get all these guys rearmed and refueled. And almost. And we got another 108. Let's see, strikers, that's just the Brownings. Need 125 points to bring those guys in. Oh, I got all 4 of them in. Alright, well, it looks like striker ICVs are just 50 cals. I don't really need those.
I got my ears on. Go ahead. Ain't gonna pay no toll this time. Fighting vehicle reporting in.
Alright, let's move them on out.
Already there.
These
Breaker
3
1-9,
guys.
who needs supplies? On the road again. Striker at your command, sir. The higher they fly, the further they fall.
Get them all down here. I don't want them to get too close and get hit. I don't need to have any damage on them.
Striker here. We're combat ready. Roger. We're Oscar Mike.
Like that. I didn't lose them.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
Alright. Alright, let's move out. Fast travel to
Good
here.
copy. Next waypoint received.
On this
I got
group,
my ears on. Go ahead.
fast travel to here.
Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Troop transport reporting in.
And I had them fast travel all the way to this point.
Already there. Air defense ready for action. Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
They're battling for position.
Pedal to the metal.
Semi-truck and the striker.
Roger. Moving out. Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Moving out. Striker awaiting orders.
Where do you think you're going, Commander? Williams, keep your subordinate on a short leash, will you?
Sorry, Counselor.
Supplies?
In accordance with DoD recommendations, I favor a decentralized command structure.
This is becoming a
The commander
battle
may
run.
independently assess the situation and take whatever action is deemed necessary.
Stop fucking with me! Commander, return immediately and head for the dam!
Striker, ready for action. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Striker here. We're combat ready. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Roger. We're on the move. Heavy transport here. Send traffic. Foot hard on the pedal. Copy. Relocating. Copy. Relocating. Striker, ready for action. Roger. We're on the move. Tactical truck ready to haul.
All right, so basically what we're doing here, guys, is we're going to meet up with the General's forces here, and then they're going to cross this bridge, take over this area. Well, they get close. They get wiped out. And then we're going to be able to bring in a lot
Final
more
warning,
units.
Commander. That goes for you as well, Williams. Your orders are clear. Advance towards the dam.
Apologies, Counselor Miller, but you are just an advisor here. The commander doesn't take orders from you.
That's
You're
right.
going to regret that, Williams. Crossing me comes with a price. Just ask the General how steep it can be.
Moving there now. Anti-aircraft standing by. Pedal to the metal.
Where the hell is my truck? There it is.
Logi here, send traffic. Put that hammer down! Ain't nothing gonna get in our way.
Why that one guy decided to go off in that direction, I have no idea. But whatever. Oh, stop.
Breaker 1-9, who needs supplies?
I need to pick up these supplies. I want a full set of supplies before I go in there.
Let's bundle out.
Is that all of them? Yep, I can't pick up any more.
Let's hit axle rating. 10-4, we're moving.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna pay no toll this time. Big road is ours.
Alright. I'm gonna wait till I get all my units up there. There's trigger points on this, so I don't want to hit these trigger points because then that advances the next section.
That's a big
Till I get
10-4,
everybody
we're moving.
right where I want them.
Striker ready. Armored transport reporting in.
Alright, let's go ahead and move them up to here now.
Copy. Relocating.
There you are. Good. Now let's win this battle my way. First, we need to reform a cohesive defensive line. Williams,
Heavy transport
maintain your
here, send
positions.
traffic.
Rally as many retreating units as possible
double
and
nickel.
prevent any additional enemy
Okay.
amphibious crossings.
First
Meanwhile,
off,
we need to regain control of those bridges, Commander.
I want all 4 of my artillery. And I want all 4... I can only get 2.
Artillery on the move.
2 dragon
Proceeding to
fires
next base
right
of
now.
fire. Relocating
Get
to
the other
next
dragon
point.
fires in as soon as we can. can. I need 220 points for that.
Roger, moving to next waypoint.
All right, let's get these 4
Artillery in combat.
artillery now as in
We're
group
getting
1.
slammed by ballistic missiles.
Yep, I
I've
know.
marked the coordinates of the launch, Commander.
We're gonna put these.
Order ready. Send mission.
Okay, we got enough. Oh. Bring these other 2 here, the dragons. So I get all 4 dragons.
Mobile artillery reporting in. Artillery relocating.
Okay, these guys are going to be new group number 2.
Artillery ready to fire, sir.
Let's put these guys right here.
Departing.
Group 2, we're going to put right here.
Moving. I got my ears on. Go ahead. Here, beans, bullets, and band-aids.
And I want short bursts. And I want a long line from here through there.
Target marked. Direct fire. Mortar
These
ready,
guys,
sir.
same way. Short round duration in a line from here to here.
Good copy. Fire coordinates received.
I know there's a bunch of shit in there. Artillery there.
Artillery
Okay.
available, sir.
You know what? Let's send. What do we got?
Striker here. Go ahead.
Strikers.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
Yep. Let's move the strikers to here.
Pedal to the metal. Mobile artillery ready. Send mission. Artillery relocating.
Supplies. To here.
Couch on it. Let's get away. No party without Artie.
I think that artillery was right there. Or there. I don't remember now. Let's take artillery group 2. Bring them to here.
Artillery moving out. Ready to rain down death.
Oh, they can hit from there.
Providing direct fire.
Yeah, I know where those guys are at. I think they were here.
Artillery at your command, sir.
All right.
Mobile artillery standing by. Mortar at your command, sir. Fire coordinates received.
Come on, they can't kill those?
Ready to rain down death.
All right, thank you.
Fighting vehicle ready for combat. Roger. Moving out. Artillery on the move. Tactical truck ready to haul.
Yes, and that's where they were. Right there. Okay.
Mobile
Artillery.
reporting in.
Can I hit it yet? Yes.
Direct fire on my mark.
Let's get rid of that artillery. In group 2. I know there's guys in these buildings here.
Roger. Call for fire received.
Okay, that took care of that one.
Artillery available, sir. Direct fire engagement. Striker here. Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Striker ready for combat. Mobile artillery ready. Send mission. No party without Artie. We're on the move.
Oh. Back up.
Relocating to the next emplacement.
I know there's guys in this building.
Engaging targets with direct fire. Who wants a skylight for his house?
Think this building?
Roger. Fire mission received. Artillery ready to fire, sir.
Back to pinpoint.
Mortar ready to engage, sir. Solid copy. Fire mission received.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Striker reporting in. Engaging the enemy. Already there. Fighting vehicle at your command, sir. Moving out. Our vehicle has been hit. Need repair. Striker standing by. Artillery at your command, sir. Direct fire on my mark.
God damn it. Did I lose those guys already?
Fighting vehicle ready.
How the fuck did I lose them?
Mortar ready to fire. Mortar available, sir. Roger. Fire coordinates received. Mobile artillery standing by. Direct fire engagement. Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me. Cargo dump.
And for whatever reason, I was shooting smoke
Mortar
on
at
the
your command, sir.
second one.
Call for fire received.
Alright, let's get some infantry. Some Marine Raiders, yeah.
Roger. We're on the move.
Can't believe my strikers didn't take out that infantry.
Mobile artillery ready. Send mission. Providing direct fire. Combat vehicle standing by. Moving out. Roger. We're Oscar Mike.
They're out of ammo. Ah,
Rolling on double nickel.
there we go.
Let's take the hammer lane.
Oh, shit.
Need supplies? Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me. End of the line. Everybody out. Striker, at your command, sir. Someone asked for a ride? All bullet catchers, disembark! Armored transport reporting in. Raiders, always forward. Armored transport, standing by. Moving. Driver, move back! Raiders here. We're the tip of the spear. Marine Raiders, at your command. Personal carrier ready. No time to lose. Marine Raiders, standing by. Our vehicle can't take much more of it. Personnel carrier in combat. Move the fuck out! Full speed! Who wants a skylight for his house? Heavy transport here, send traffic. Mortar ready to engage, sir. Who needs support? Roger, fire coordinates received. No party without Artie. Raiders here. Send traffic. En route to target location. Ready to rain down death. Roger, moving to next waypoint. Personal carrier here. Breaker 1-9, who needs supplies? Striker, ready for action. Already there. Mobile artillery reporting in. Target marked, direct fire. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Roger. Call for fire received. Artillery ready to fire, sir. Mortar ready to fire. Artillery available, sir. Providing direct fire. Ready to rain down death. Good copy. Fire coordinates received. Troop transport, standing by. Copy. Relocating. Raiders, standing by. Marching keeps us fit. Raider, hoorah! Lock and load. We're moving. Marine Raiders, always forward. Armored transport, ready. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. All trench monkeys, dismount! Forcon, standing by. Movement! Artillery ready to fire. Tactical truck ready to haul. Like a rocket sled on rails. Mash your motor, we gotta go. Striker awaiting orders. Humvee here, go ahead. Marines Force Recon here. Send traffic. On the move. Roger, we're on the move. Mobile artillery reporting in. Engaging targets with direct fire. Mobile artillery standing by. Direct fire on my mark. Mortar ready. Send coordinates. Mobile artillery ready. Send mission. Artillery status red. Situation artillery engaged. Requesting orders.
God damn it. They nuked me from there. I don't know where that came from.
Providing direct fire.
They got me on that one.
Target marked. Direct fire. Artillery at your command, sir. Ready to rain down death. Relocating to the next emplacement. Artillery relocating.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Judge!
I happen to be Buford T. Justice, a distinguished officer of over 30 years seniority. One of the most highly respected law enforcement agents in the United States of America.
Direct fire engagement.
So this one, a little bit better this time. I just lost 3 of my paladins, though. That kind of pissed me off. But that's all right.
Mortar ready. Send mission. Fire coordinates received.
Come on. Hit that puppy.
Artillery available, sir. Engaging targets with direct fire.
Six more rounds. And I have to reload it. There we go. All right.
Roger, moving to next waypoint. Artillery moving out. Someone called for a cab? Roger, moving to next waypoint.
All right, let's start bringing in our units.
Striker, ready for combat. I got my ears on. Go ahead.
All right. Vehicles.
Driving to coordinates. Driver, move forward. Rolling. Moving as ordered. Moving to shooting position. Hit the gas, driver. Hit it. Bring us there in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes. Let's roll him over. Already there.
Helicopter.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Moving out.
Four Vipers.
Copy. Relocating.
6 Super
Roger,
Cobras.
we're Oscar Mike. Moving there now. Good copy. Next waypoint received.
Sure
Roger,
as.
we're on the move. Pedal to the metal. Roger, moving out. Roger, moving to next waypoint. Already there. Roger,
All right.
moving out.
Now I just need to build up points for my air.
Copy. Relocating.
My air to come in.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Roger, we're on the move. Moving out. Moving there now. Roger, moving to next waypoint. Everybody climb up and let's go. Departing. Artillery on the move. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Pedal to the metal. Roger, moving out. Already there. Moving there now.
AH-1 ready for combat.
Armored transport, standing by. Heavy armor is on the field.
AH-1 is combat ready.
Air defense here. We're combat ready. Good copy. Next waypoint received.
All right. I think that's everything I can bring in. I'm down to... I don't have enough air power to bring anything in until I start losing some units. So...
Striker at your command, sir.
let's get these guys lined up down here.
Moving out.
Viper. AH-1 standing by.
Armored transport reporting in. AH-1 reporting in.
All right, let's see here. Now what we're gonna do, this will be my assault force. Let's go ahead and get in.
Troop transport, standing by. Personal carrier ready.
All right, let's see, my other
Who wants the skylight for his house?
4,
Mobile artillery ready.
3.
Send mission. Target marked, direct fire.
4. Can't hit those guys yet. But I can put a line of smoke.
Copy. Call for fire received.
A line of smoke across there.
Solid copy. Fire mission received.
And then
Armored transport ready.
we'll take these guys across. As soon as I start seeing the smoke, there we go.
Roger. We're Oscar Mike.
And we're going to take
Someone
this
after a
guy.
ride? Get out in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes! Troop transport reporting in. Passes out. Swift, silent, deadly.
All right.
Personal
Move
carrier
group
here.
1.
Speed is of the essence now. Copy. Relocating. Super Cobra reporting in. Going hot. Fighting vehicle ready for combat. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Troop transport ready. Chopper hit. Controls are shaking. No party without Hardy. Direct fire on my mark. Troop transport standing by. Pushing forward.
We've reached the other bank. I'd like to think that was the hardest part, but I doubt it. Under normal circumstances, I tell you to secure the high ground before entering that narrow valley. But right now, we don't have that luxury. We need to move and fast. Miller, our troops are in the middle of the valley. Belay that order.
Perfect, General. You're an excellent bait for the enemy. Stay put, act natural, and wait for the flash.
God damn it, Commander, we can't let this madness go
Personal
on.
carrier ready.
If we manage to repel the Russian assault far enough from the valley, there will be no point in blowing up the dam anymore, and the city will be saved. I see two options. Either we launch a direct attack on their command and control center and destroy everything there. The Russian military organization is highly centralized. If we cut off the head of the snake, it will completely disrupt their attack, and they'll start running around like headless chickens. Option 2, we push toward the dam to stop this bomb. Those Delta Force guys are true believers, willing to die for the mission. But I'd like to think they'll hear us out before pulling the pin. Eliminating the risk of a nuclear mushroom popping up in our backyard would give us more time to figure out how to reach the enemy HQ. But it also certainly gives the Russians more time to prepare.
Stop. Everybody out.
Whatever you do it fast, Commander. We're on the clock, literally.
Tactical truck ready to haul. Order at your command, sir. Moving. Relocating to the next emplacement.
All right, so that means I'm going to put a couple of tanks down here. Let me just grab a couple here. What do we got? That's a Stinger.
Heavy armor is ready to run.
Yep. Let's put a heavy armor here for these guys coming down.
Copy. Moving out.
And another one.
M1 Abrams warmed up and ready to go.
Here.
Driver, move forward. Armored transport, ready. Labs ready for combat.
Who else got hit? Helos.
Viper awaiting mission. Orcon ready. Heavy weapons ready. Copy. We take that building.
Green light team reporting. We're in the AO, heading toward the target.
Uh-oh. Looks like the horsemen of the apocalypse just showed up.
Quickly now. I got my ears on. Go ahead.
All right, what other vehicles? Any other vehicles damaged?
Recon vehicle standing by.
Nope. Okay.
Labs standing by. Artillery on the move. Roger Wilco. Flight plan confirmed. New heading set. Mortar available, sir.
I could probably leave one Stinger team here. Where are my Stingers?
Lab ready.
There's a lab.
Go ahead.
Put this lab
Roger.
like
Moving
right
out.
there for anti-air.
Super Cobra.
All right, let's go see up
Cobra is
here
in the air.
what
Roger Wilco. Flight plan
what I
confirmed.
got to deal with up here. I know
Personal carrier here.
there's going to be some.
Target marked. Direct fire. AH-1 at your command. Heading there. Flying there.
Yeah, lost a Cobra already. It's all right.
Mortar ready, sir. Call for fire received. Cobra here.
Another Cobra.
Flight plan updated.
Oh, god damn it.
Flying to coordinates.
These guys are shooting smoke again. I hate it when they shoot smoke.
Troop transport reporting
All right.
in. Roger. We're on the move. Vehicle status red. Situation's hot.
Helos. These guys holding their own. Where'd my tank go? Oh, fuck. Took my tank away.
Lab here. Copy. Relocating. Make way. Bring us there in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes.
Because they're part of that
Ready to
group.
rumble. Moving as ordered. Armored transport under fire. Hit it!
Okay, so let's go to supplies. To here.
Pedal the metal.
All right, now those vehicles are all going to be there. So all these vehicles,
Air defense ready
except for that
action.
Cobra. All these vehicles become
Lab standing by.
the new number one. All right, where's that Cobra? Need to sacrifice another Cobra.
Super Cobra standing by. New flight plan received. Maximum power.
Mobile artillery standing by.
Target 12 o'clock. Engaging. We're hit! We're hit! Heading there. Viper ready for combat. Super Cobra. AH-1 at your command. Viper here. Heading there.
Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me. Time to fingerprint that load. Armored transport reporting in. Heavy transport here, send traffic. Breaker 19, who needs supplies? End of the line, all out please.
There we go. That one's being repaired now.
Someone call for a
And
cab? Roger.
this one will be
We're on the
repaired.
move. Need supplies? That's a big 10-4. We're
Okay,
moving.
so it should be good.
Cobra here. Flying there. The Cobra is in the air. Flying there now.
Anti-aircraft here, at your command. Moving to contact.
AH-1 is combat ready. Attack coordinates received. Flyby attack initiated. Flight plan updated. We've been hit! Master warning!
Engaging targets with direct fire.
AH-1 ready for combat.
Striker standing by. Pedal to the metal, driver. Lab here, go ahead. Target confirmed, we're engaging. Our vehicle has been hit! Need repairs! Roger, moving to next waypoint.
Viper is combat ready.
Solid copy. Search and destroy. Artillery available, sir. Direct fire engagement. Armored transport, ready. Copy. Relocating. Viper at your command. Roger that. Sweeping the area. Looking for targets of opportunity.
We're closing in on their HQ. Keep pushing. We're almost there.
Copy. Looking for targets. Anti-tank vehicle engaged in combat. Don't stay here. Drive. Backpedal, driver. Defensive smoke. Transport here. We're engaged. The Viper is in the air. Our vehicle can't take much more of it! Clear to engage. Chopper hit! The stick is shaking hard! Heavy cab, ready to roll! Clinching enemy position! Super Cobra, waiting mission. Roger Wilco. Flight plan confirmed. Full power. One more hit and our vehicle's done! Abrams, ready to roll. Search and destroy. Armored transport, standing by. Tally target. New flight plan received. Flying to coordinates. Viper at your command. Roger, moving out. Combat patrol underway. Super Cobra reporting in. Someone asked for a ride?
Green light team reporting.
Pushing forward.
We've reached the dam. We start unpacking the special device.
Troop transport, ready.
Doomsday clock just started ticking.
All
Move it,
weapons
Commander.
free. Clear to engage. Low and slow. Flying at max speed.
We're coming into range of their HQ. Look at that. Supplies, artillery,
transport,
surface-to-air missiles, all packed in tight, like a powder keg waiting to blow.
Vehicle dang!
Line them up, Commander. Leave nothing standing.
AH-1 at your command. Vehicle hit! Holy shit, that was close! Heavy cavalry ready for action. Driving to coordinates. Solid copy. Advance and report. Cobra here.
10 minutes left.
It's okay. We still have time, but don't waste it.
Heavy cav is on the field. Let's crush him. New course set.
It's actually working right now.
Strike fighter at your command, sir. Attack vector confirmed. Bombs are ready. Personal carrier ready. Stealth jet ready. Engage an afterburner. Troop transport standing by.
Let the bomber take its toll.
Strike successful. New heading set. Solid copy.
All right, moving in.
Viper ready for combat. We've been hit. Master caution. Personal carrier here. Striker reporting in. Moving out.
Whoa, that was a 4th of July show they'll never forget.
Yeah, buddy.
Lieutenant Commander, enemy troops are starting to retreat. Green Light Team, this is Lieutenant Colonel Williams. Abort the mission. The city is
The Cobra
ours.
is in the
I
air.
repeat, abort the mission.
Full power.
Understood. We cancel the army procedure and wrap up the device.
Wilco. Flight plan confirmed.
After this, Miller can piss
Lying
off
there.
and let us be.
You clearly don't know the man. He'll never forgive you for standing up to him, and he'll make you pay. But you did the right thing, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, buddy! Just got to know how to do it. There we go. Oh, come on. No. Seriously? Ah! No fancy looking thing? Am I going to play Battlefield? No. I don't think so. I do have a an unlock for the beta. I got it from Ben from watching his stream. But no, I'm not a big modern day first person shooter. To me, it's more of a run and gun. And when I was watching Ben, it literally is nothing more than a run and gun. You know, it's kind of like playing Fortnite or any of those other games. Except you don't have this special, you know, sticky grenades and laser net launchers and all this stupid bullshit. Oh, let's build a stairway to heaven. No. After Hell Let Loose, with all the cheating that went on with Hell Let Loose, I mean, there's auto aiming bots that they put on their computer. These fucking 12-year-old kids, these bastard cheaters. And they rack up, 400 kills in a game. Well, that's the 12-year-olds are what get me on any PvP game. That's why I like Starship Troopers, because Starship Troopers is against the computer. Well, yes, Hell Let Loose, yes, that's exactly why. And what's funny is that these kids are morons, okay? So, look at that, 3-to-1 kill to death ratio. That's freaking awesome right there. So what these companies do that create these cheat bots, these aim bots, is they get people to go out there and say, hey, look, I've got this cheat bot for this game. If you want it, I'll give it to you for free. Well, but then we have to install it on your system, right? Well, when they install it on their system, it has worms in it that go out and look at the kid's computer and pull anything and everything off of that computer. Well, he's playing on Dad's computer, right? So he's going to pull all the information off Dad's computers. Could be tax returns, could be whatever, right? And so they're doing the cheats to have access to your computer. I mean, they could even turn around and do the whole, what is that? The ransomware, where they lock up your computer, and then in order for you to get the computer back the way it was, you have to pay so much money. And I've heard they do ransomware as cheap as $500. So, you just have to do $500 to get your computer back. And most people will say, well, for $500, I'll pay that to get my computer back. But the kids don't understand, they think they're getting this free cheat software so they can look really impressive with their friends. And, that, parents, please, you've got to talk to your kids about computer safety, about, the fact that these guys are out there. And it's not just Americans doing it. I mean, they got companies in China that do nothing but do this stuff so they can have access to your information, because right now, information is power, information is money. Now, could you imagine if your 12-year-old kid and you're a politician, right? Yeah. Chinese gold farmers, same. Yeah. I mean, they're doing that. They go out there and they farm the gold and then they turn around and sell it. And that's how they're making their money. Well, the game companies can shut that down because they could just not allow outside money to come in, right? I mean, there's ways of doing it. And they did that in World of Warcraft. They shut it down for a while. And then they just went, you know what? If you're stupid enough to pay a gold farmer to get your gold, to get that better weapon off the auction house, so be it, right? And so they gave up on it. So, I don't know. I have never, even when I was little, I was taught from the beginning by my parents, by my school, competition is healthy. If you want to be number one, you've got to work at it. You've got to put the hours in. You've got to go to the gym. You got to work out. If you want to be a better football player, if you want to be a better baseball player, if you want to be a better basketball player, you got to put the time and effort into it. And now they're just like, well, my kid just showed up. That's good enough. He deserves a trophy too. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He deserves a trophy when he gets first, second, or third place. Now, a lot of times, I was really, so I went to this competition. And they had all these, I mean, it was like a school competition, but any school, it wasn't school against school. It was like a competition like the furthest soccer ball kicker, the furthest football kicker, the furthest baseball throw, stuff like that. Well, I got second place out of the entire city for the furthest baseball throw. I was freaking proud of second place. I beat all the other baseball throwers out there, and I didn't play baseball. I just knew how to throw because I used to go out to the river and the lake, or out to the lake, a pond actually, and throw rocks. And I would get bigger and bigger rocks, so they were heavier and heavier. And to see if I could go further and further, if I could hit the other side. I created my own competition within myself. So then when I got into gaming, it was no different. If I wanted to get better, I got better at gaming. Just like this is the fourth time I played this mission in Broken Arrow. The last mission of the campaign. The fourth time I played it, I knew where the missiles were at. I knew where there was some anti-air. So I came up with better tactics. I changed my tactics to win the game. Now that's not cheating. That's just knowledge. Knowledge is power, right? But kids today don't have that. Everything's handed to them. Everything's given to them. They're not learning anything. And they did this deliberately to us. I swear to God they did. Because why would they change it? What would be the point of changing it from competition to no competition? See, we had competition because we came out of World War II and we were into the Cold War. And our competition was against the Soviets. They were the bad guys. That's what the governments kept telling us. Soviets are the bad guys. Watch out. What was it? Better dead than red. I mean, some of the propaganda slogans were actually kind of funny. No commie for mommy, something like that. I don't remember what it was. But, or mommy's no commie. But they instilled that competition in us. Because at that time, we didn't have information. Now, with the modern world, with the cell phones, I'm gonna tell you a true story that just happened. Okay, my son just bought a brand new truck. Okay, and He has all the money for the truck. Okay, it was a $18,000 truck. He had it all, but he had to liquidate his stocks to get it all. Okay, and they were one-off stocks. He doesn't want any more one-off stocks. So it's like Nvidia, Tesla, that kind of stuff. He wants to sell all those off because they're really high right now. Sell them all off, get the cash, and then buy a new truck. So he doesn't have a freaking truck payment. Well, I convinced him, no, do half and then finance the other half for a year. You know, make your payment, but make a double payment. You know, if it's $300, which it turned out to be like $300 for the amount that we financed, which was half the truck. Double pay that. Pay $600 a month for a year. Build your credit up. Now he's already got a 710 credit score. Now when my wife and I pulled his credit score, we couldn't see the number, but when the car dealership pulled it for the loan, ours was 690 and his was 710. But the only thing he had was his school loans. That's all he's got on his credit report, and they all paid off. He paid all those off. Okay. He made payments on it. He made double payments, actually, because he's living with us and we're taking care of the food, the rent, you know, he doesn't have any of that shit. And I told him, I said, why you're living with us and you don't have that, save that money, use it to do what you want. Don't borrow money. Don't get a credit card. He's got a credit card, but it's a debit card. It pulls out of his account. When he told me he had $8,000 in his savings account, oh, my jaw almost dropped. I was like, good for you. I couldn't keep 80 cents in my checking account because I would just go spend it. I went out and drank, but we didn't have video games. Now, he plays video games. So when he's not working, he's on his computer playing, right? And he doesn't have to have that social interaction where I have to go out with my friends. We have to go out to dinner. We have to, you know, like I did when I was young, I had to go out and socialize to talk to people. Now everything's on the phone. Everything's on the computer, right? I stream. I have not met any of you guys, but I consider you all my friends because you watch my stream, right? So with that new technology comes the fact that we don't have to go out and socialize. So I didn't have to, I had to do it. He didn't have to. So it was harder for me to save my money because I was spending my money to go out and talk with people and find a girl and all that kind of stuff. And he can do that all online, you know, if he wants. My daughter's being the same way. She's at home. She's saving her money. She's, you know, doing her thing. I think it's great. I think it's a new way of seeing and doing the world, right? But somewhere along the line, we lost our edge. Now we sort of got it back at 9/11, right? Our patriotism went up. There were flags flying on every house across the neighborhood. American flag this, American flag that. Now what do we have? We have protesters in the streets with flags from their country. Well, if you don't like being here, go back, and you like your country better because you're flying the flag and burning the American flag, leave. That's all I got to say. We don't want you here then. You know, be proud of this country. Now, I'm watching a lot of videos on immigrants and stuff like that, and there's people, they immigrated here and they love the country. That's what we want. That's what we want. So we want competition, want people that love the country, and, you know, get along with everybody. I've said it before. I've said it on my podcast numerous times that gaming will bring the world together. Because I know people from all over the place. Half of my audience, I know there's a couple of you, right, that are, let's see. Well, there was, okay. PC gamers from across the sea at the UK. Jimbot TV, he's across the river. There's a couple other guys, you know, I got Bill Beto and They're not on right now, but Bilbetto is another one from across the street. I have met people over in other countries. I've never been in other countries. I got Sweden, France, Poland. There we go. DOS. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm not Greek. No. I'm an American. I was born and raised in the U.S. My nationality, my background, whatever you want to call it, my genes are Swedish, Polish, Norwegian, Dutch, and German. So I came from that whole Viking area, North UK or North Europe, right? Northern Europe. That's where my heritage comes from. But I know people from all over the place through gaming, through World of Warcraft. I have a podcast. I have 30,000 followers for my podcast for World of Warcraft. Oh, Adonis. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to call you DOS Destitute. DOS, my name, my moniker for my online personality came from the fact that my daughter wanted to be a streamer. She wanted to be a YouTuber, not a streamer, a YouTuber. I didn't know what that was. And as a dad, I got to figure this shit out. So when she asked me a question, I got an answer for her. That's the way I do it, right? So I became a YouTuber. So 9 years ago, I started doing YouTube videos. And shortly after, about 3-4 years after that, my buddy's like, you should try streaming and do streaming instead. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I could do that. So I started streaming. My streaming has got more popular than my YouTube as far as instantaneous popularity. I have more subscribers on YouTube than I do followers on Twitch, but they're getting really close to one another. So when I was deciding what to do or what my name should be, because you don't use your real name, because with today's information, people will find you, and who knows, I've never been popular before, so I don't know what it's like when paparazzi follow you around and take pictures of you. I don't even know if I could handle that. I'm more of a private person. I do enjoy people, though. I do talking to people, but on my terms, one-on-one. So I was coming up with a name. So because I'm ex-military, I went with Captain. And then my wife and I were watching a documentary on the mob in New York. And there's a mob hitman by the name of Adonis. And so I was sitting here going, Captain, America? No, that's already taken. And I don't have Captain America's butt anyway, right? I don't have the American butt. So I was watching this. They were talking about this hitman, and they went Adonis. The hitman's name was Adonis. And I was like, Captain Adonis. Now, I knew it was a Greek god, but not knowing, or not that I didn't know, but not thinking ahead that it would be taken as Adonis, the Greek god. It actually, to be honest, came from the hitman from the mafia, Adonis. So don't fuck around with me. I'm just kidding. But anyway, Doss, that's where my name came from, and it just kind of stuck. Most people just call me Cap, kind of like they do in the Avengers. Hey, Cap. Hey. So, but thank you so much for the first time chat, my friend. I appreciate you. America's Cap. I don't know about that. Now, here is something cool, though. So I was watching, what the hell? I can never pronounce his name right. Asmagorical Gold or something like that. He's a nice look. I mean, he's a nice young guy. Young to me. Long hair. He does a lot of reaction videos, right? And he's very popular. He's like in the top 10 streamers of the world. Okay. And he was looking up one of these other top 10 streamers. Well, I don't know if he's a top 10 streamer or if he was looking up a top 10 streamer. Anyway, he went to twitchtracker.com. I think it's .com. It's called Twitch Tracker. And looked this guy up, and it tells you how many people follow you, how many people currently subscribe to you, and then they've got stats from when you first started with Twitch, or you can do 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, whatever. However you want to look at the information, right? But the interesting part to me was it ranks you on where you're at from the top tier number one streamer at that particular moment that you capture the analytics, right? It takes that top one and then rates you on where you're at. And so when I checked it last night, after I watched his video, I was like, oh, I wonder where I'm at. 160, what the hell was it, Bob? I got to bring it back up. Because I sent it to Bob right here. I was 163,986 rank. So out of how many streamers? Well, just the active streamers for July, there were 7 million active streamers in July. And I was ranked 163,986. I was like flabbergasted. I was like, no way. I can't believe that. Me, little old me. And then I woke up this morning. I was like, I'm going to check it this morning. Well, I'm at 173 now. So I lost 10,000 just in one night. So, but it's like I said, it's a snapshot in time when that happens. But so I was watching Ben the Badass, and he's got like 7,800 followers, right? And I was like, because I've always thought, yeah, word is getting out, right? It's the Captain America's butt, Judge. That's what it is. Or it's the fact that they heard my name was Adonis, named after the hitman in New York, not for the Greek god. One of those two. Could be either one, could be both. But I was looking up Ben's, and he was streaming. So I said, Ben, did you realize you're 81,000 on from all the streamers that are streaming? You're ranked 81,000. And he's like, what? Where did you get that? So I told him about Twitch Tracker. And he goes, so he gets on there, and on his stream he goes, well, where the hell are you, Cap? And I went, oh no, don't look. He goes, holy shit, you're 173. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm about double what you are, further down, in the ranking. But he says, that's not bad. He goes, because I've been streaming since Twitch came out. And you've only been doing it for, I think, like 6 years, 7 years. Something like that. I've been doing, no, it's got to be like 5 or 6 years. I don't know. I have to look it up. I got my anniversary coming up. My anniversary for Twitch is actually in February. That's when I started. But well, I try to. And that's one of the things. When I was doing research on this, there were, a couple of things they said you must do. Okay. If you want to be a successful streamer. One, don't get caught up with the stats. Don't get caught up with all these numbers. Oh my God, I lost 2 followers. Oh my God, I gained 3 followers. I am. I get along with people very well. Okay. Even people that don't like me. I can crack a joke or tell a dad joke or sometimes I just leave them alone. Sometimes it's just people are just fucking grumpy, So you just leave them alone. But yes, I do enjoy talking with people. And the second thing they said was, so don't get caught up on the stats. Don't even bother. Just do your stream, do your thing. Talk about what you want to talk about. The people that want to listen to you or hear you will come to you. It's kind of like that. There was a movie where he built a baseball field and he says, if you build it, they will come. Same principle, right? And then the second thing was make sure you interact with your audience. Yes. Field of Dreams. That's exactly what I was judged. And I just used the Field of Dreams. I didn't think it was that great of a movie. But I like that quote. Build it and they shall come, right? Don't listen to other people, because if they knew what the goal was to be successful, they'd already be there. They're just wanting to put you down because they're jealous. And I've always had that mindset that I'm not going to have somebody tell me what to do. For instance, trends. I am not a trend follower. Not a trend follower. I'm not a trend setter either. I just do what I want to do. So I always say this. When everybody was running around on roller skates, okay, and that was the new thing, roller skates. Ooh, roller skates. I didn't give a shit. I wasn't, whatever. But then when they went from roller skates to skateboards, I went to roller skates because I was like, well, now I want to learn how to roller skate or rollerblade. Rollerblade, roller skates. I guess kind of the same thing. Yeah, blades. And it's the same way with clothing. I got this. Everybody's got to have this Pokemon thing. I could give a shit about Pokemon. Couldn't give a shit when it came out. And everybody's like, ooh, gaga, goo goo, Pokemon. Pikachu. I posted a video the other day. They had Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And the question was, what color is Pikachu? Green, blue, red, yellow. And the guy didn't know. I mean, I don't like Pokemon, and I knew Pikachu was yellow. He had to phone a friend for the answer. I think that was funny. I don't know if that was scripted or if it was real. I don't know. That was funny as shit. Even I knew that one. So, but anyway, I've never been one of those to follow trends. If everybody had to have a blue car and everybody's running around a blue car, I'd have a red one. Not to be an opposite, because that's the color I liked. So, you got to understand, I'm not doing it to be non-conforming. I'm just doing what I want to do. And that's what everybody should do, because I have seen other countries. I have seen other cultures. Okay. Oh. If they hadn't reasonably clued in people, there wouldn't be much. Well, that's true, Irish. That's very, very true. And thank you so much for jumping in the stream. I haven't heard from you in a long time. Irish Pingu is one of my guys that watched me when I was playing Foxhole. I'm sure you've been on my streams, Irish. This is one of the first times you've chatted in a long time. So thank you so much, my friend, for jumping in the chat and saying anything. But, yeah. I am a firm believer, just do what you want to do. Now, America's got those freedoms where other countries don't. And I have seen that. I have seen where the government is repressive. And you don't want to be in that. We in the U.S. get so accustomed to it, we don't understand what it's like to lose it until it slowly gets taken away from us. So be mindful of that, people. Okay, now when I grew up, we didn't have to wear seatbelts. Hell, my first car, was it my first one? No, it was my second one I bought, and it was an old truck. It didn't even have seatbelts in it. Okay, what happened? Why did we go from no seatbelts, and yet our school buses carrying our life's blood children to school and to home every day, 5 days a week, have no seatbelts? Why is that? Why do we have to have seatbelts on in our cars? And they don't do it with kids. But we didn't back then. You know why? Because people are morons. They let them take over. And told you now. Now, in some states, it's illegal. You can get arrested and ticketed. You could get handcuffed for not wearing your seatbelt. And the seatbelt, they want you to wear it because they want you to be safe. That's what they say. Or do they want you to put on a seatbelt and do what they say? Because that's what they say you need to do. You got to think about this stuff, people. You got to think about this. Are they doing it to help you out? Because if they need to tell you you should wear a seatbelt, then what happened to your adulthood? Okay, I've bitched about this for years. Because I grew up with the drinking age being 19. So when I turned 19, I was 19 in high school. I could drink beer at my senior year in high school. Okay? When I went into service, I was able to drink. But now, you can go into service with your parents' permission at, 16? But you can't have a beer. You can't even vote yet until you hit 18. And even after you can vote and you become a legal adult, you still can't have a beer because you're not responsible enough. That's what they tell you. Who are they? Germany, okay? When I went to Germany, Germany's drinking age is now it may not be this true now, but when I was over in Germany in Wilhelmshaven, the drinking age was able to, if you could see over the counter at the bar, you could have a beer. And the reason was because their water wasn't that great. So beer, because it was boiled and fermented and blah, 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 killed all the bacteria and all the germs. It was better for you than water. But at what point do we keep letting them take away what we as adults should be able to? Yeah, there are stupid adults. There are absolutely stupid people out there that can't think for themselves, that need to be told, put on your seatbelt. So when you get into that accident, you don't go through the windshield. I say, let them go through the windshield. Now, the flip-flop to that is that person's going to injure somebody else. Okay? When they get into a crash, when they get into a wreck. So it's not just about protecting them. It's also about protecting other people. Right? So there is that aspect. So I see both sides, but I'm more prone to choice, you choosing to do what you want to do rather than them telling you what you should do. And then and because you don't do it, they make a law out of it. And if you're still not going to listen to us, we're going to throw you in jail, put you in prison, with hardened criminals who lie, cheat, and steal and kill, murder. Right? So think about your rights. Don't let them take it. And it's the simple thing. It's the simple thing. We've just gone through this. I don't want to get too political, but we've just gone through this with this whole how many genders there are. Come on, people. How stupid. I don't care if you're a guy and you want to be a girl, fine. Dress up like a girl, prance around in a nightie, but do it in your bedroom. Do it in your house. I don't want to see it. I don't want my kids to see it. I'm not saying hide. Yes, I am. I'm saying just do it in your own privacy. I don't give a shit. But when you put it in my face and you force me to have to deal with it, that's when the line gets crossed. Now, this is all my opinion, guys. This is all me. And this is who I am. And I'm sorry if I've offended anybody, but I'm not going to change. I'm going to be who I'm going to be. You know, it's kind of like spam email. If you don't like me, delete me. Don't watch me. Don't listen to me. I'm good with that. I'm happy. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. You know, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. That's it. I'm not going to force any of my beliefs onto you. I may explain my beliefs, and then if you decide you want to accept them, then that's fine. If you don't accept them, that's fine also. But that doesn't mean we can't be friends. That doesn't mean we can't get along. And if it does, because you don't want to, then whose problem is it? Is it my problem or is it your problem? It's your problem because you don't want to be a friend. I can be friends with people of whatever, different races, colors, creeds, religions. I don't care. I can be friends with them. Doesn't mean I accept what they do or I like what they do. Right? That's all I got to say. I'm off my high horse now. Hey, we completed this goddamn campaign. I'm impressed. I want to take a look at the history and see. My Dragonfire took out plenty of guys there. My Paladin was wiping shit out. My Assaultman took out a couple of Marines. Look at that. Took out 2 Marines. Did I lose any of my own guys? Did I end up killing any of my own guys? No. I just saw a plane there. Who took out the plane? Right there. Plane and helicopter. This LAV. Look at that. This 160-point LAV took out a 295-point plane, 150-point helicopter, a truck, and a Spetsnaz. Special Forces Spetsnaz. That's awesome. The helicopters, I tell you, that's why I play when I do any playing of this game. My helicopters are king. They're just massive. The Marine Raiders do a good job. Look at all that shit they killed. Well, this guy wasn't too good. This is the guy that has all... No, I'm not going to go there. This is the real man, and this is the men with ponytails. What do they call them? Soy boys? This is the Soy Boy Marine Raiders. They only took out 1 BDR. Or BTR. Still a whatever. Tank did a good job. Holy shit. Look at those 2 tanks. Holy shit, look at this last tank. This last tank took out a shit ton. Holy moly. I bet you these were the 2 tanks I had set up on that side right when I came across the bridge and they were facing down the railroad tracks. I bet you that was those 2 tanks that I had set up over there. That's probably where I know those were where that 1 Marine Raider was. Because I put him in that forward building. This is that one in the back building. Because I only had the 2 Marine Raiders. So, pretty cool. All right. I like that kind of stuff. I like that kind of stuff. All the stats. All right. So now, to continue with Broken Arrow for future streams, guys, I'm going to play the Russians. We're going to go do the Ruskies. I got to start practicing my Russian voice, right? Maybe not. Let's take a look at the video. Oh, wait. It's right here. Let's take a video of the first Russian mission. This will be kind of a prelude to Monday. Tomorrow, we might be playing Broken Arrow. I haven't talked to Shoopaloop yet. But we'll probably play tomorrow evening, Friday evening, for my Friday evening stream. My wife comes home tonight, so I'll spend Friday with her. And then Friday evening, she goes to play WoW. And if Shoopaloop's going to do this, we'll play some Broken Arrow. And I will stream that one. So that'll be a Friday stream. Saturday, probably stream World of Warcraft. Oh, no, wait, we're not doing anything in World of Warcraft for the next couple of weeks. So again, the podcast will be a PSA, a public service announcement, until we get back into raiding. And I think that's the following week is when the new content comes out. So I know. Well, and maybe not. Mac he was like, no, let's do the podcast. That's why there's a podcast this week. even though we didn't raid, but we talked about other stuff. So, Judge, we may have a podcast. What did you think of the last podcast? The last podcast, we talked a little bit of World of Warcraft. Okay, all right. Well, we were curious. We'd spent a lot of time just yakking and talking about nothing. Because then I looked down and I was like, holy shit, we got 45 minutes into the podcast. We got to wrap this shit up. So, Lorelei won't be there. She's got D&D this week. But the rest of us will be there. Yeah, and we may do that. I'll talk with Mac. We'll get a game plan going. I think Lystra will be back this weekend. She was out last weekend, last days of summer type thing, before school starts back up for her. So, anyway, all right. So, but Monday we'll definitely be back with Broken Arrow, and we'll start the Ruski campaign, the Russians, because we did all the American ones. Those were fun. Those were fun, guys. I enjoyed those. But let's take a look at the video, and then we'll... Oh, yeah, Killing Bugs Sunday. Yes, absolutely. Yes. If you haven't signed up, go to the Mahula Discord and go to the event and hit that button for you're interested in coming on Sunday. Oh, yeah, we could always have a guest. I'll talk to... Like I said, I'll talk to Mac. We'll come up with a game plan. He's at work right now, but I'll talk to him tonight and... see what him and Mrs. Mac and see if Lister's coming, and at least have 4 of us on there. And yeah, we'll have something. Maybe we'll invite one of you guys to be a guest, or find a guest. But even if we don't, I know Dex is coming back. So Mac and Dex made up the Goblin Goldcast, and Dex got out of World of Warcraft because he moved from California to Idaho. And he's really enjoying the Idaho mountain scene. He's northern Idaho. So he's really enjoying the fact that he's in the mountains. So he's doing outdoor stuff, winter, summer, fall, all that outdoor. And that's great because you should. You should get out, breathe the fresh air, breathe the mountain air, the trees, see the squirrels, the rabbits, the bears, the lions and tigers, oh my. But... lack of internet. I don't, his internet, he says he has a 4 squirrel internet. So it's not a 1 squirrel, it's 4. So says his internet's pretty good. Good enough to play World of Warcraft. But I think what it is he's finally got that all out of his system. And now he's ready to come back to gaming. So Mac told me, I think it was yesterday, that Dex is coming back to playing some classic World of Warcraft. So if you guys want to get in on some classic World of Warcraft, it's Panda, the Panda experience again. That's what's opened up right now on Classic. You can join Mac. He keeps trying to get me to come in, and I just like, nah, I got too many other games I want to play. So, but yeah, Sunday will be Starship Troopers Extermination, and we're going to be playing with the Mahula Squatchies. So if you guys didn't know, my daughter got me a sticker of a Sasquatch, Bigfoot, if you don't know what Sasquatch is. And I put it right on my M3 tactical helmet because I'm rated to repair the M3 tactical helmet. Rico wasn't, but I am. I have one. And it's got a Sasquatch on it. We call them Squatchies. We're the Squatchy Squad. So, yeah. So we'll see you on Sundays for those of you guys gonna kill bugs with us, because we kill bugs good. Yes, we do, because the only good bug is a dead bug. All right, let's watch this video and see what the Russian campaign starts off as. And then Monday we'll start with the Russian campaign. don't know what the hell that video had to do with the Russians.
Morozova.
Morozova.
Lena, my dear, can you tell me what the fuck happened to this whole humanitarian convoy operation, huh? I've just had a call from above, and they're not happy at all.
They opened fire on our troops, which was part of the mission's contingencies, and the mission was validated. We pushed them in a corner and forced them to show their true colors. Now the world cannot ignore the truth that they are the aggressors.
Lena, when will you learn? The world doesn't care about the truth. The truth is whatever the victor decides to tell when the war is over. So if I were you, I would make sure we are victorious, so you can tell your version of the story.
So, are we at war?
Not officially, of course. Declaring war is a thing of the past, yes? But this act of war cannot remain unanswered. We would lose face. Contingency Plan 57 has been approved and is now in immediate effect. You know what to do. I hope I can count on you.
Yes, of course.
One last thing. I've seen the request for your team. Take Battalion and the commander, whatever his name is. They make sense and the records are impeccable. But are you sure about Demidov? He's a goner.
Don't worry, I have my reasons. I am sure he will be up to the task.
Still good at motivating men, I see. But don't fuck this up, Lena. I won't be here to save your nice little ass if you do.
Mind your own ass, Mudak.
Mudak. I'm guessing that's like asshole. So these are the same voice actors. I can hear her voice in the lieutenant or then lieutenant colonel of the girl for the American side. That's pretty cool. The guy on the phone, though, I'm not too sure about that one. That may be a whole nother person. All right, so primary objective. I don't have one. There isn't one listed. And there's no intelligence. Oh, next. Okay, that's why. All right, so we got this one, which we crossed the border at Narva. Or this one, take control of the nuclear power plant in Igalina. All right. All right, so that was just the start. Then we got 2 missions. And it looks like after we complete each one, it opens up one more. So, yep. Thanks, Judge, and thanks everybody for jumping on the stream. I really appreciate all of you. You know that I do. Stick around for the credits at the end. Oh! Judge cheering the last 100 biddies. We love the cheers. Thank you so much, Judge. I was about ready to end the stream, and I had to come back and watch that Giphy girl. Dude. Like I said, I spent hours going through those Giphy girls. So, anyway. All right, let's see. Let's see. We got 8 people. Let's see who we can raid. Same category. They got to have a camera. And I'm watching. There's... Well, Vulcan Gaming's playing. He is a really good Broken Arrow player. I've rated him twice already. He's got 270 viewers, but he's never rated me back. No rush. And nobody else has got a camera on. So let's see who I follow. If we can rate. Oh, the only oh no, I got to uncheck same category. Let's see. We've got Sprigleaf. Oh, he's just chatting. Ben the Badass is playing Battlefield 6. So we're going to go raid Ben. We're going to go raid Ben the Badass. He's got 7 people watching, and we're going to give him a few more. We're going to go watch to see how he sucks at Battlefield 6. He's got the demo. He's been playing it all day. Some pew, 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 shoot you too. I know he says he gets shot in the back a lot. I don't know if that's his own guys shooting him or what. But as you watch this, you will earn drops from watching his stream. So if you want Battlefield 6 drops, like weapons and stuff like that, I think it's basically cosmetic stuff. Go watch his stream. I'm gonna rate him right now. So thanks everybody for coming. Don't forget, hit that follow button for me over here on Twitch. And then go to my YouTube channel. The link is down in the description. And hit that subscribe button for me over there. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to get these channels up and going to give me a little income since I've been forcibly retired. So, and I am retired. So thanks everybody for coming. I'm Captain Adonis. I'm out.
Airstrike complete. Egress route set.